Hello everybody, I'm Jean. I'm going to do the recap for today's class. We have 5 parts for our class. First, we talk about the critique, and then we watch a video based on the critique. In the third part, we took our quiz, and then we watch a calendar, tells about the major presentation in the end. So let's begin our recap. First, we talk about critique. We talk about what is a critique, what makes a good critique, and what makes a bad critique. We also think that a critique is a feedback. It's a way to share ideas with other people. It's a suggestion, it's a judgment to help other people improve. A good critique should contain 3 parts. The first feeling, the composition, and the technique. A good critique should have both positive and negative parts. It should have some specific feedback to help other people improve. On the other hand, a bad critique would tell with no detail, with no encouragement, even they do not tell the truth. In the second part of our class, we watch a short video which name is Art School Confidential. In this video, some art school students critique each other's homework. Most of them are yes men, but one boy said that a girl's work is cheating and using a sentence, it looks like 2 minutes work, which makes the girl cry in the end. We discuss that whether it is a good or a bad critique. Most of us think that it is a bad critique because the boy makes the girl cry and what he said is too direct. But Purple thinks this is a good critique because he tells the truth, which is different from other people. So we discussed how can this boy make things different. We think that maybe the boy can ask some questions. For example, the boy using the sentence, it looks like 2 minutes work. Maybe he can change it like it looks did very quickly. How long did it take you? And also the boy can speak for himself using the word I think, blah blah blah. And also the boy can use if I were you, blah blah blah, which can make this critique more soft and indirect to help people have choices to what they can do and can more acceptable. We also have talked about sandwich idea, which is we should have positive part first when we critique and the constructive part in the second, and then we should have positive part again. So for the third part, we took our quiz. We have 4 kinds of questions today. First, we have put check in front of sentence based on what we have listened about when giving and receiving a critique. In the second part, we have fill in the blank part. In this part, S and ED ending is the most important thing. In the third part, we have answer question part. We have 4 sentence questions and 1 true or false questions. In the end, we have putting slash in a sentence based on thought group, which we have learned before in well side. And then we look at the calendars. Just in case, we will have 2 classes to prepare for our presentation and 1 break class in Thanksgiving Day. And then we will have our presentation. So in the end, for our class, we talk about our major presentation, which we will have a 7 to 10 minutes long presentation. Comes from our design thinking in my field paper. Also, we can add some information for this one. We should choose our opinions and explain why we feel that way and persuade other people's. We should have 3 parts for our presentation. First, we should have an introduction part and then the body part. In the end, we should have a conclusion part. We should have 3 parts for our introduction part. we should tell the whole part to get people's attention. And for this part, we can ask some questions or tell some short stories about ourselves. And then we should introduce ourselves and the topic. In the end, for introduction part, we should have our scissors, which is a combination for the opening and the result. And then we should have body part and the conclusion part to restate our scissors. Just in case, we should submit our scissors on the model and fill in this paper to bring to our next class. Thank you for listening. See you next week.